Welcome back to the podcast, guys. We are here at the White Linen Night. As promised, we're going to give you some interviews from some of our sponsors and some of the folks that we work with on a daily basis in the real estate world. So right off the bat, I've got McCade for you. McCade, why don't you give me a little intro onto what your job is?
I'm a mortgage originator. I work with True North Home Loans. I work with Bill pretty closely. If he has a client come in looking to buy a property, I'll work with the client and Bill getting a pre-approval done, helping you submit your offer, finding out the best loan program for you, trying to get you the best deal possible. And that's what I do on a daily basis.
Awesome. And how did you get hooked up with RJ?
I cold called every person in the office. And
Did you really? Every agent?
Every agent.
That's awesome.
In Fort Worth and Las Colinas. And finally, they got so tired of me, I think they brought me in to ambush me, and then it turns out they kind of like me. So I sponsored an office meeting, and then now I'm like herpes. You can't get rid of me.
Okay, awesome. Well, we might cut that part out, Diego, but, we'll see. And how long have you been doing loans?
So I've been doing loans a little bit over a year now. I've learned a lot through osmosis. For me, my brother's been doing loans since 2012. I've worked on a ton of loans now.
Has your brother been here in Texas since 2012 doing loans?
Yeah. So, yeah, in 2012, my brother moved to Fort Worth to do home loans and told me, my 12, 13-year-old self, that it was time for me to come do home loans. And ever since then, I've been waiting on the opportunity to come down here and do it. And I've been doing it about a year. I love it.
Awesome. So let's just run someone through like a quick deal. So if I get a client, right, I'm going to bring them to you. And what's kind of the first step that they would do with you?
Yeah, so most of the time, Bill's going to introduce you to me via a group text or, give me your number, I'll give you a shout. You and I will go through a brief call. We'll go over credit, income, and assets, the CIA, the one thing you can't get away from. We'll talk about that, and then I'll have you complete an application for me. I'll build it out for you, give you some options, run you some scenarios, and we'll see what you're pre-approved for and get you shopping.
Awesome. And then you are going to work with me throughout that whole process, right?
Correct.
So we work together
every step of the way.
Awesome. And then what would you say kind of sets you guys apart from, because there's obviously tons of loan originators, right?
Yeah, there's 15,000 agents and probably 70,000 mortgage guys in DFW. The thing that sets us apart is the ability to follow through. I set you up to succeed. I make sure that every product that I show you, every scenario that I run for you is with your goals, your dreams, and what you want in mind. There's a lot of times where somebody comes to me, they've worked with somebody else, and they say, hey, look, I want to do 5% down. That's what I want. I don't want to do 25% down. I want to do 5% down. I want to do 3% down. I want to do whatever. And we build it to the scenario for whatever you desire, for what you want and what works best for you and your family. So that's what I think sets us apart. Our ability to follow through, our ability to complete what you're looking for. I think.
Yeah. And then what would you say, like, how important is a pre-approval when you're looking at buying your first house?
It's huge. So when you go to buy your first house, they're going to ask you for one of two things. So if you're buying it with cash, they're going to ask you for a proof of funds. And if you're getting a loan, they're going to ask you for a pre-approval. The one thing that we do a little bit differently for clients is we actually don't just give you a pre-approval. We'll run you through underwriting up front, and we'll give you what's called a TBD approval. So you've actually been through the human underwriter. We've gotten all your conditions. We've worked on them together. So then by the time you're going under contract, the only thing that you still need to do is find a property and get an appraisal.
Yeah. So there's actually, what you're doing, there's actually less work for them on the back end because you're taking a lot of that out up front.
100%. And then you look.
And I feel like a lot of mortgage places don't do that, right?
No. I think I don't know of anybody else that does that except for me and my team.
Oh, awesome.
It makes you so much stronger in the marketplace too.
Right. Because you're going in with like a full-fledged, like, this is what I can get approved on the spot.
Yeah,
quickly.
If you're in a competing offer situation, and somebody else is competing for the same house, even if you guys have the same offers, one of you has been approved through a computer, and one of you has had a human with guideline books flipping through pages with their glasses, making sure that you fit and you 100% approve with no fault. So there's no surprises that pop up.
Yeah,
you are the guarantee.
There's less surprise on the back end with the loan, or like if the loan falls through,
you're
not really going to have that because you've gone through all of the scenarios. You can do that. Awesome. All right, man. Was there anything you want to leave the people with here?
Call McCade first.
Call McCade first. All right, buddy.
Hey.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, thanks for having me.